everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Browns are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bengals, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns, as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
8 yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Hill. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And Eifert has it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down. Dalton. A dump off now to Hill. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the Bengals forced to settle for a field goal try here as Mike Nugent is onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Screenplay, Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his potential, almost unlimited.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight, because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he's going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there. Went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. 3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it. And this will be taken at the 13. A beautiful fake. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they?
There goes Jeremy Hill. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake. Bortles. And this one is incomplete. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles trying to lay one up deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle, forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
On play action, it's Bortles. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down after a good game. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on 1st down. Now 20 yards to go. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former Cleveland Brown, Carlos Dansby, charging hard from that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And he knocks it through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
On third down, here's Hill. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bortles will try again on second down. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They send Green to the left on his own. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Black 58. Black 58.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ray Malaluga in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Green 90. Green 90.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Pryor has it complete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Uses the stiff arm. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Carl Nassib, the rookie from Penn State. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Dalton throwing on second down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Adam Jones, the longtime NFL corner, able to get him down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On the ground, this is Hill. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Shift together here from the D-line. Dalton. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Bortles surveying the field. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And Dalton hands to Hill. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now to the air, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think we've got an explanation for why this team is losing in this game. How can this be the first time that Andy Dalton and A.J. Green connect on a pass?
I think both of them are asking themselves that question right now, don't you?
Yeah, I think that in the normal course of a game, this happens on the first drive of the game, not into the 2nd half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
There goes Jeremy Hill. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defense, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Andy Dalton. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 79 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Well, they'll get 16 yards there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
I know I'm not giving up credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
To throw here, Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Bortles now on first down. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a handoff to Crowell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Seven yards remaining here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The four-time Pro Bowler, two-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 82 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Hill, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd down, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he was able to shed the... And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Passing, it's Dalton. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be a couple. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
The intensity that Jeremy Hill runs the football with is ideal for goal line situations.
Yeah, he's a bruiser. We may see another dose of him coming up.
Yeah, he's a lot to handle for any defense, especially in tight situations.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Hill. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And an important spot here as on comes the veteran kicker, Mike Nugent. This for the lead in the final stages. And the former Buckeye, Nugent, puts this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Browns a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter.
And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.